Imagine you have £1,000 today. You decided to be safe with it. You put it in a shoebox, hide it under your bed, and you don't touch it for the next 30 years. In the year 2056, you pull the box out, you still have your £1,000. But here is the problem. In 30 years, that £1,000 might only buy you what £400 buys you today. Because of inflation, your safe choice actually lost you more than half your purchasing power. Now imagine a different path. You took that same £1,000 and you put it to work. You didn't gamble it, you invested it into a global economy. In 30 years, that £1,000 without you adding a single extra penny could have grown into £10,000, £15,000 or even more. Most people think investing is a secret club for geniuses. It's not. Investing is simply making your money work as hard for you as you worked to earn it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how that works, using the biggest companies on the planet as our examples. Let's look at the core concept. How does your money actually grow? It's not magic, it's participating in the world's most successful businesses. Think of your money as seeds. When you spend your money, you are eating your seeds. When you save money in a standard bank account, you are putting your seeds in a jar. They are safe, but they aren't growing. But when you invest, you are planting those seeds. When you buy a share, you are buying a tiny slice of a real business. This seed is when you give a company your money. The tree is that company. Whether it's Apple making iPhone, Amazon delivering packages, or Microsoft building AI, they use that money to grow. The fruit is, because your company is now more valuable, your slice is worth more. This is capital gains. Sometimes they have so much profit, they just pay you cash as a thank you check. This is dividend. Investing is building an orchard of the world's best businesses. At first, it's just few trees, but over time, those trees grow and develop more seeds until you have a forest that produces fruit whether you are working or sleeping. What do you actually buy? Let's look at the three main options. First one is shares, the high energy options. This is ownership. When you buy shares, you are an owner. If Tesla sells more cars or Nvidia sells more chips, you win. Shares are the engine of your portfolio, but they can be a bumpy ride. The second one is bonds. When you buy bonds, you aren't an owner, you are a lender. You are loaning your money to a company or a government. In return, they promise to pay you back plus interest. That's the anchor that keeps your ship steady when the market gets stormy. The third one is index funds and ETFs. This is the secret weapon. Instead of trying to guess which individual company will win, you buy an index fund. Think of global index funds. One single share gives you a tiny piece of 3,000 biggest companies in the world. Apple, Google, Samsung, Amazon, all in one basket. You aren't betting on one horse, you are betting on the whole race. For 90% of people, this is the smartest way to start. Let's look at the superpower that is compound interest. Why start now? Because of compound interest. Compounding is where your interest earns interest. Let's look at an example. Person A starts at age 20, invests £200 a month for 10 years and then stops. Person B waits until they are 30 and then invests £200 a month for the next 30 years. Even though person B put way more money, person A often ends up with more. Why? Because person A gave their money more time to multiply. At first, compounding is boring. If you have £1,000, it grows by 8%, you made £80. But 30 years later, when that pot grows into £100,000, the same 8% growth is £8,000 in a single year. The math of wealth isn't addition, it's multiplication. Let's look at the safety net. I know the fear. What if the market crashes? The market will go down sometimes, but you only lose money if you sell during the dip. If the value of your home drops on paper, you don't lose money unless you sell it that day. Stay in your seat and wait for the recovery. And remember, in the UK, we have stocks and shares ISA. It's a tax-free wrapper. If you invest inside an ISA, the government can't touch your profits. You get to keep 100% of what you earn. Here is your 3-step action plan. How do you start today? You don't need a fortune. You can start with 25 pounds. First thing is emergency fund. Keep a few months of cash in a basic savings account first. You need to typically have around 3 to 6 months of savings. Second step is open an ISA. You can use platforms like Vanguard, Hargreaves Lansdown or Trading 212 to make this easy. Third step is to automate it. Set up a direct debit. Even 50 pounds into a global index fund will change your life. Investing isn't about being lucky, it's about being consistent. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, and for more beginner friendly investment videos, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and I will see you on the next one.